Well, the midday update, and give you an update of my progress. I think I'm going to be able to paint tomorrow. To be honest with you, it's coming off pretty good. I know I'm going to get it in the paint stand today, so we can start spraying. I'm going around now and I'm doing the acro green trick where I'm hitting the little spots. This is the detail stage. It's kind of a pain in the ass. It's labor intensive, but if you want a nice model, you got to go through it. There are some things that I need to, I need to get some silk spin on this cowl yet, but I'll get that done before the nightly update, which will come at 7 o'clock. So what I'm doing here today is just going over and I got the acryl on here. See, there's a few spots that just need a little attention. So it's, at this stage of the game, it's all about sanding. There ain't no, I'm not doing any gluing unless something breaks off, but I'm not doing any cutting. It's all sanding. It's come along very nicely. A lot of back and forth between 320 and, hey Tony. A lot of back and forth between 320 and 400. We'll do an hour if you want to hang around for the hour. I noticed that most of you guys only stay 9 minutes, so maybe I ought to just do a 9-minute video. I'm looking at the metrics. Remember, this green shit's very heavy, so you don't use much of it. And at this point, I'm going to, as soon as I get this sanded, I'll take some dope and I'll just put it on these areas here, and that's it. Just to seal them up before spray. I've sanded 3 grams off this thing, believe it or not. You think, well, 3 grams, you sanded, no, you didn't sand more than that. You can't sand shit off. It's all going on now. The weight will only go up. It will not go down. Hey, Daniel. Happy Labor Day, yo. But I can see it being painted tomorrow, getting started anyway. We'll get the first coat of white on it, and then I can find the buggers and fix those. I've also decided we're not going with blue. Going to do the same paint scheme, white, probably blue checkerboard, but this is going to be orange. Because I found my original half pint of orange already mixed up and ready to go. So we might as well use it. I don't have to mix no paint, just spray it on. And this stuff covers great. That's why the Junar, the first go around, was so light. I'm always thinking about what's it going to weigh. You know, I just don't want to. I want to keep it close to my target weight. I don't. I mean, nice looking is okay, but target weight is better. Now we need the 400 there. It'll be nice. It'll be fine. One of the other reasons I figured I'd go with the orange is the green snake I'm going to put on this. I'm going to use that bright green I have and some other greens. We'll have to mix them up for some tones and shading to get that snake on there, and that would look better. Green would look better than on orange than blue. Blue's not contrasting enough for the green. I'm thinking about some silver leaf in that snake and gold leaf in the letters. Yeah, we need some dope on that now. I've sanded through the paper, but it's smooth. Got all the fillets sanded out. I just got to go over and doctor them up. I really won't know the shape of the fillets until I get a coat of paint on it, because that's where it really jumps out at you. How does it look? So I'll probably have to doctor those a couple of times. And I'm going to work on the plans a little bit today too. I'm going to try to mail them tomorrow off to Steve. We'll get them started. I don't know what exactly he needs. I can draw it on a napkin, I guess. Perfect. I got one on this side to do. Two on this side. Beautiful. So you can see that the progress does come along pretty quick if you sit and do it. I mean, you don't have to take months and months and months to build an airplane. It's just nonsense. You gotta be dedicated. And, you know, you guys that aren't working, I know you can spend 8 hours a day. What else you gotta do? Just pretend it's your job. And I was used to working 10 hours a day, so Think how many airplanes I could have built if I worked 10 hours a day over the last 30 years. We'd have thousands of airplanes. Yeah, it feels pretty good. Did you guys want progress updates or not? You know, I mean, I don't want to seem like I'm bombarding you with a lot of useless stuff. And I could just let it run for 40 hours. That's not good for my metrics. The only thing that gets the metrics up are the comments, the watch time, the amount of time, you know, the engagement, and the super chats. That is so important, according to YouTube. Let's see. Afternoon. I'll be in and out. Grilling lots of stuff on the grill. Yeah, I understand. Thank you, Steve. We'll be ready for paint here tonight, probably. Hi, Dracula. The weight so far is 27.9 or 27.8. I can show you if you want. Maybe. Put this here. And we'll put the power on. It's in grams. Want to go to mode, ounces. There's ounces. I gotta get this over here. I don't want to wreck the airplane, so hang on just a second. I'll set this here. Pick up the airplane. Got lighter. 27.7. 27.6. It's going down, so sanding's helping. Well, it'd be nice if it was completely finished at 27. That'd be great, but we got a few ounces more to go for paint. But realistically, I'm looking at, you know, I wanted it sub 50. It's not going to be. Realistically, it'll be 51, 52 ounces because I got 18.9 in hardware to go on it. So we'll say 19 ounces. So 19 and 27 plus a few ounces for color, and there you have it. It's about as light as you can build with today's wood. I mean, I just don't know how to get any lighter. Projected weight, ready to fly, 51 or 52. 700, it's over 700 square inches. I don't know exactly how many square inches, but it's over 700. They fly really good. I mean, anything that's light, straight, and rigid will fly good. But this airplane here, I should have been building these years ago, but I couldn't find the spar. I am going to go to Wix this week, and on the way back, I'm going to pick up some sticks for spars, because I need another one of these. I should have bought enough for 2 or 3 airplanes while I was there. Right now I'm just hitting all the spots that I put the acryl on that I can see. That's the nice thing about primer. If you use primer, Super Tiger 60. It'll be a Brian Gardner ABC Super Tiger 60. 13.6 rev up prop, CAS tank. I got all the parts up there. 3/4 inch extension. Carbon fiber spinner. But I don't think it'll be ready for the content, the broken arrow. I won't have any practice on it, or I might enter it and not. You know, this year was kind of a wash for me. Just not worry about. You know, I just test fly it at the contest, and then I'm going to Oklahoma, where I will not be flying this airplane, because it's a grass field and it's windy as hell. I would like to come back with an airplane from Oklahoma. I had to drive all the way back from Oklahoma with my crashed jet in the back of my truck. And that was a terrible feeling. I had to come all the way back from Memphis with my crashed Thunderbolt in my car. That was terrible. We ain't doing that again. So I don't crash often, but when I do, it's a doozy. It's a big one. And they're going to happen. There's just no way around it. So what I'll do here is I'm going to stripe the ribs one more time. I'm going to touch up these areas that I just sanded with some dope. I'll put some dope, brush some dope on it. Is that 400 or 300? 400. I guess I'm going to give the fuselage one more brush coat, because I could sand that pretty easy. Yep, for crashing anything worth doing is worth doing well. You gotta go You got to go crash. Make it. I tell you what, I wish I'd had a video of my Thunderbolt crash, my first Thunderbolt crash at Booter Park when the outboard flaps come off using that stupid canopy glue. It did a barrel roll and hit the pavement in it like in a, and it just, it looked like it went straight into the pavement. It was confetti. It was terrible. This one will, when this hits the ground, this will be the same way. It'll be confetti. It'll go. Well, I'm not working right now. I'm semi-retired. I'm going to go back to work after the after this month. I wanted to let the. I'm a mechanic. Mechanic. Semi-retired with no money. No money. Okay, let's brush some dope on the fuselage back there. Why do you ask? I can do just about anything. Cabinet making, welding, machining, carpentry, whatever. Molding, fiberglass bodywork. Whatever I got to do, I can do it. Plumbing, electrical. Now this dope here is about 80% thinner. We've been thinning the crap out of it. Yeah, I got a cabinet shop out in the garage. As soon as well, the weather is kind of broken now. I need to get out in the garage and build some cabinets for the kitchen. We got another channel, Stun Hanger Woodworks. I need 1,000 subscribers and whatever the hell it is to really make it worthwhile doing. Yep, you gotta have more dope on there. Gotta be a dope. You know, all this stuff that we do all has pretty much meaning in everything in life. You know, the electrical, the plumbing, the carpentry. If you're any good at this, you'll be good at any one of those things. When I grew up, my dad said, "It's gotta be perfect." Oh, I can see another spot for acro. Shit. See, that's one nice thing about primer. You know, you use it as a guide coat. You can see where you missed this without color in this, it's hard to spot, but it makes the airplane 2 ounces lighter, no primer. Now, Ron, he said that I would come to a point in life that I'd leave the tissue off. I don't think that'll ever happen. They might look okay at first, but they won't look okay very long. Now we got it. Yeah, it's all the same. I tell you, I built that that cabinet to cover my electrical box out there in the garage out of fence pickets. I'm going to build a fence picket cabinet for my bathroom, only bigger, because it turned out good. Fence pickets are cheap. We gotta sand that. Sando the Bondo. This 400 to 320. 400. Thank you, Yogi. Got to go over all this business here and get it all figured out, get it all smoothed out. Ready for that first coat of color. Got it. Okay, good. When I show you how much white paint I'm going to put on this, you'll just go, that ain't going to cover it. Yeah, it will. It'll be so little, it's ridiculous. Won't weigh shit. That needs some more thinner in it, I think. Okay, so did I get that? Nope. Still going to have another 400 sand out before any paint goes on it. You got to have dope on it, like I sanded through in a couple of spots, sanded through the tissue, so you got to get paint on it. So what I need to do is pull some lines again. Got to go over every one of them ribs again. Aha, good. It's coming. I mean, I'm getting there. If I could just get it over the top, if I could get 10,000 subscribers, I'd probably be all right. Because then it would really take off. Argentina. Aha. That's where I got the award from. Certificate. I got it from Pedro Soto, Roberto Iskin, and Juan Carlos Pese from Hobby Show TV. I don't know what happened to them. Hobby Show TV. They were cool guys. Come down. They were cool guys. I want to meet that girl. She's beautiful. I don't understand a word she says. You guys speak Portuguese, I think. I can pick up one or two words out of what she's saying, but not much. Florisi is her last name. Okay, so now we'll put a little paint in the old cup here. Let's keep it painting. So we'll turn it over and do the bottom first because it's just the way we got to do it. Carolina Ferolisi. I bet she ain't very old. She wouldn't have a second look at an old fart. Okay, let's let her rip. You'll see me do this several more times before this model's finished. I would say at least one more time. I'll go and do this. After every coat, you add an extra coat to the ribs. Otherwise, yeah, you stand a chance of sanding through. I don't know, 10, 15, somewhere in there. I guess I could count them. I would say 10. I got, let's see, 1, 2 sitting there. I got more than 10. 1, 2, and there's 6 in that, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of them. That's how many I got. 13 of them. And if Brian Gardner ever gets back to making liners, I'll get me some more liners. I only got 3 of those motors. I just picked up another one not last weekend, but the weekend before last at the FCM. John says, "What do you need them for?" Because I want them. Can't have too many Super Tiger 60s. This helps so much, you can't believe it. I know it's boring to watch me do this, but hopefully you'll get it through your head. You got to do it. You can use a regular brush, but this makes it such a nice, it pulls such a nice line. You don't have much sanding to do. Anything to make it easier. If you want to know why the double rib is there, it's because that's where the landing gear comes out there, and that's where it takes the most shock. So I just doubled it up. Is it necessary? I don't know. Can't hurt. Because this is not conventional beam wing landing gear on this, because we got removable gear. Yeah, shit. Sorry to put you through this torture. Okay. So how many of you guys are going to build this airplane? That's what I want to know. This airplane's not for everybody. It's not the easiest thing to build, but it ain't bad. Pretty simple. Yeah, but you want to build it RC. I don't think this is going to be a great RC airplane. Doesn't have any dihedral in it. What happened there? Let me get a good line. There it is. I think it'd be, yeah, you do what you want. But if you're an experienced builder, I don't even need a set of plans to build an airplane, but there's going to be some challenges to overcome to build this RC. I can tell you that right now. I don't believe I've ever seen a beam wing RC airplane. Yeah, I think one more time we'll let it dry, but one more time before spray on the striping of these ribs is going to be it. Well, you got CAD, you can shrink it down. If you shrunk it down to 52 inches, just took the plans and shrunk it down so it was a 52-inch wingspan, and put a Super Tiger 46 in it, or Super Tiger 35 even. Yeah. Actually, the OS 32F would probably be best because it's be lighter. And you could keep it around 40 ounces, 38 to 40 ounces. It'd probably be killer. It'd be just like an old 60s airplane. Of course, if you shrunk the plans, it would reduce the wing sweep from 3/4 to probably 1/2 inch. But it might be all right. The Sorcerer that I built was a smaller version of this wing, but it was 40 ounces on a pipe. It flew good. Okay, how are we going to do this month, I wonder? Probably not as good as last month. That's shit for super chats this month. Yeah, that small 50-inch span, you need to try for 38 ounces. I know I could do it. Well, you don't know you could do it because you don't know what kind of wood you're going to get, but I could do it in the old days because I done it. Of course, you could build a 38-ounce Nobler too. The last Nobler I built was 40. But I don't think I have wood to build another 40-ounce nobler. Many green box noblers were failures because they were 50 ounces. That wood from Top Flight was just rock wood. And guys would build them out of kit wood and they'd be shit. So you got to scratch build them if you're gonna make a nobler competitive. Okay, we got this. We'll wait a minute, turn it over, and do the other side. And no, we won't get through that on this go around. I'm going to keep these to an hour because I'm watching people, you know, pop in, pop out. It's not good for the metrics. I think probably my next update will be on Charles's program. I won't even bother coming back at 7. I mean, you guys are getting saturated with this airplane. I don't know how many videos I've done on this airplane, but got to be getting close to 60. I don't know. Tony, how many videos have I done on this airplane? Tony would know. I did 2 today, 3 yesterday. That's 5 in 2 days. I am really torn about wheel pants. I was digging around, rooting around in my stuff. Now these pants here need to be reshaped. But these 2 pants are 9/10 of an ounce. Let's see, it's going to be 26 grams. Nine tenths, 24 grams. I just don't want to put something on there. I mean, they look cool, but we're going to have to see what the final weight of this airplane is before I decide on wheel pants. I got them Meslick pants that I could modify. Let's see what these weigh. $18 grams. Put these on it. There they go. They go like so. I don't know. Or I could just make a 64th ply door and the original had pointy wheel pants on it. However, That was when the baby buggy wheels first came out. I used baby buggy wheels, and I didn't make them take apart, and they go flat pretty quick. So it wouldn't be making it, but if you did that, would it be making it heavier? Of course it would, by an ounce at least. I'm all about getting it light. Gotta be light. So I might just do a profile of a pan on a piece of 64th ply and back it up with 16th and get it on there to stiffen up the wire, make it as light as possible, 7 grams instead of 9/10 or whatever, 10 grams. Gotta have wheels, gotta have landing gear of some type, but gotta look cool. So we're 8 minutes away from this show's end. I got some sanding done. I got another coat of dope on the ribs. I'll do the top side off camera. I'll stripe the top off camera. Coming out real nice. It's 27.6 or whatever. But when I start spraying, it's going to start picking up weight. It'll be ounce per coat. So it'll be I don't see how I can make it lighter than 51. Just no way. All that weight's in the hardware, the engine and all that shit. 18 ounces of stuff that I can't have no control on unless I break out the body file and start filing shit off of it. So we'll see what happens. All right, we're at the end. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and yeah, get some helium paint. That'd help. No. So this is all the paint I got left to spray on right there. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the thinner? This is the thinner. Or this is the paint here. This is all the paint I got left to spray on. It's about half full. And I'll add some more thinner to it, spray it on. This here is the cheap thinner. Almost screwed up. It's the holiday, do one more show. Yeah, well, I gotta have something to talk about, that I gotta. It'd be in 5 hours. We'll see how much progress I can make in 5 hours. It's mostly just sanding now. Just sand and pits and putts and look around and make sure I got all the spots. And then when I put the first coat of paint on, it'll be, how did I miss that? And you got to go back and doctor those up, and then pits and putts, and then put another coat of paint on. But if you remember, this thing's almost white now. I started out, there's no white paint on it. It's all tinted clear. And I told you that by the time the white gets ready to paint, it's just a and it's white because it's starting out white. So we're going to do it in orange. I'm going to do the same paint job where the blue is orange. Then I'll have a green snake, a green VIPER snake wrapped around a gold leaf VIPER banner. And it'll have some silver leaf in that. It'll have gold leaf letters on the orange with a black outline. I think I'm going to do it a little different this time around than I did the Magnum. I don't know what color canopy I'm going to have, because I'm going to have that green, that real pretty green that I usually put on the canopies on the snake. So I can't use that green. I got some metallic blue. Maybe we'll put metallic blue canopy. Here I have a black canopy with no shading on it. I mean, it looked okay at the time, but I think Wendy's right. You need the canopy to be a color that's nowhere else on the airplane. So we'll figure that out. Usually I paint the canopy first and paint around the canopy, but the way this is going to go down is I'm going to shoot the white here on the top, and on here leave this alone, shoot this white and shoot the back half white. And this will just be just like this with oversprayed white on it. Then I'll tape these out, and I'll tape that out, and I'll tape the nose out, and I'll tape the canopy out and the back off, and spray it orange, and then go back and do the black checks, maybe navy blue, I don't know. And the scallops, I might get some lemon yellow. 720, I think. It's a big airplane. 11.5-inch cord, 10-inch tip. Three-quarter-inch swept forward trailing edge. About an inch and a half, inch and three-quarter swept back leading edge. Whatever it works out, it works out. This is an airplane that looks about right. That's how I do shit. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right. I need to check my exhaust stack hole again before I get too far, get it squared up. All right, 2 minutes away. Any questions or anything? Oh yeah, I'll have a low wing loading. And trust me, we ain't going over 52, because that's 5 ounces more paint. I'm not putting 5 ounces of paint on this. There's no way I'm going to put 5 ounces of paint on it. I'm shooting for a 6-ounce total finish from bare wood, and we started at 24. I'm shooting for 6 ounces. It should end up 30. So that would be 48 ounces. That was my target, but it just, I don't know, just don't look like it's going to quite make it for some reason. But I could be surprised. You know, it might gas off or whatever. I'm shooting for that 6-ounce finish, but I think this is going to be more like a 7 or 8 ounce finish, and I don't know why. I mean, I'm not using any more paint. 1 quart of dope is all I use so far. Well, I haven't used it so far, but that's all I mixed up with 1 quart. That's, if you go back at the start of this finish, it's 1 quart in a mason jar split into 2 and then poured off. And I'm still working on my original half quart here. So, but we'll spray that on, and if I don't need it anymore, I won't put any more on. You know, just kind of skimp back as best I can, then put a half pint of white on it, and probably take a quarter pint of that orange. It won't take but that much of that orange that I can to do this, and then very little black, and then the rest of that quart of clear, and that's it. That's all you get, and then it's all about rubbing. What is the biggest plane I've built? A quarter scale RC Cub, SIG Cub. think that wingspan's 10 foot. Shit. All right, like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you after a while. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.